Welcome, welcome. Greetings. Thank you all so much for being here. We'll be starting shortly. I am currently in a new place. This is actually my new apartment where I've moved in. So, yeah, that's why you see a different background. And I'm going to just share this link with my other community. So, we'll be starting really shortly. In the meantime, please do not hesitate to comment if you can hear me okay. Because, like I said, this is a new place. So, let me know if you can hear me okay, and also what you are grateful for. Welcome, welcome to those of you here. Welcome, Katie. Hey, can you hear me okay? Just want to make sure. How are we all doing in this? Okay, perfect. Thanks, Lillian. I appreciate you for being here, and I appreciate you for letting me know. It helps a lot just to make sure I'm not talking to myself. And uh, yeah, thank you. Beautiful. So let's start with some gratitude. Again, I'm gonna give it another couple minutes tops to begin, but let's start off with some gratitude in terms of this present moment. Like I asked in the chat, you can either chat it, say it out loud, yell it, shout it, sing it, whisper it, or just say it in your mind. So, your choice here. We would love to hear what you're grateful for in this present moment. I'm grateful for. So, this is what I always say, and it's my go to. Although I do sometimes like to spice it up with something different. Uh, but usually I just say that I'm grateful for this present moment because that is all that I have and that we have and all that we'll ever have, right? So that is why I tend to always just say that. And everything that it's a very simple yet profound realization actually when you can truly tap into it, which is to just be aware of how literally everything is happening in this moment. Like not this one, but this one, if that makes sense. Uh, and when we start to realize and become more aware of it, it's really interesting. It's like not to make this too deep, but I just find it so cool, and that's what I'm sharing. Uh, it's like literally all of life is happening in this. There's no other. At least we don't have proof of anything else, whether it's the past or the future, because all those things are also happening in the now. So yeah, it's something I'm still digesting, as you can probably tell. Lillian, thank you so much for sharing. I appreciate you. And as always, I have a very, I would say, different style of meditation. So would love to hear critiques, comments, concerns, questions. Always here to help in any way possible. So do not hesitate. Do not hesitate. So before we start, any questions? Okay. Let's give this another minute. Let me make sure people from the other community page are able to join. Okay, I think we're good. Okay. Let us start by taking some deep inhales through the nose, exhales from the mouth. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Let's continue doing these and let's keep the eyes open for now. I am going to add some background music just to change it up a bit. And also, Katie, thank you so much for sharing that. Uh, thank you. Thank you so much. I wanted to quickly mention how much I value transparency and being open and clear with how you're feeling and what's going on is such a simple yet powerful thing. Not easy thing at times too. So Katie, thank you. Seriously. That means a lot. Continue taking these deep breaths of inhalation through the nose, exhalation from the mouth. And I want you all, as you do that, to really just notice. And by that, any point, if the background music is not helping with this and making it hard to focus, comment. Let me know. The key here is to just notice how your body is getting big and expanding as you inhale, and how your body is getting smaller and contracting as you exhale. Just take notice of that. Welcome, welcome to those of you joining. We're just taking some deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. Eyes open. Beautiful. Now we're going to close the eyes and breathe normally. Just close your eyes. Just be still. No specific instructions here. Close the eyes. Welcome, Mara. Thank you so much for being here. Good morning. Glad you can join us. Okay. Let me know if this is better, Marv. Okay, the background music. I'll reduce the volume of that. Thank you. Close the eyes and just breathe normally. As you're breathing normally with the eyes closed, after each exhalation, we're going to do a little fun exercise. I like to call it a gratitude exercise. In this exercise, we're going to be sharing something that we're grateful for after each exhalation breath. Now you have the choice here to say it out loud, to exhale it, or to just mentally say it in your mind. I would recommend that because that way you're not giving too much of a space between your breaths. So very simply, just as an example, so I'll do a demonstration now. Again, keep the eyes closed, just listen to the voice of me talking. And also just as another note and pointer, let's keep the eyes closed till the end when I say open the eyes. of the session. So, with the eyes closed, very simply just breathe normally and start sharing those gratitudes. So, here's a demonstration as I was mentioning before. I'm doing this out loud, but the whole idea here is that you would do it in your mind. So, I'm gonna breathe harder so you can just hear me. So, you don't have to breathe this hard, okay? So, I'm grateful for this breath. Grateful for technology so I can talk to you. I'm grateful for having a roof over my head. I'm grateful for my family. Grateful for my friends. So you can even keep it to, in a short form of just saying grateful for blank instead of I'm grateful. Again, the whole idea here is that you'll say it in your mind. That's a recommendation as you breathe normally. So let's start. I'll let you be. And if you ever get stumped or can't think of something new, we can always resort back to what I always say, which is to say that you're grateful for this present moment, because that encapsulates it all. So you got this. And as you're doing this practice, just a general note and pointer and heads up. It is very natural and normal to get distracted, whether it's by your thoughts, whether it's by sounds, whether it's by feelings, whether that's emotional, physical, mental, anything. These are all just distractions at the end. So the moment you realize that you've been, let's say, lost in thought or just distracted, right, by anything like this, you very gently just let go of that and then resume that focus back to your breath, back to the focus, back to the gratitude. And I also want you to realize that every time you do catch yourself unconscious, that is a very powerful and beautiful thing because in those moments you are truly conscious. You're conscious that you're not conscious, but you're conscious that you weren't conscious, if that makes sense. So you're actually conscious in that moment. And so as a result, every time that happens, I would definitely encourage you all to imbibe a sense of extra gratitude if possible, instead of, oh man. Basically, what I'm saying is we get these moments where like, I can't focus, I can't focus. But actually, that's when you're really focusing. You're focusing on how you can't focus. You're conscious of how you're not being conscious. And so instead of going down the unconscious path of frustration when you're actually conscious and saying, I can't do this, I keep getting distracted, oh my God, there's so many distractions, blah, 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 and beating yourself over, be gentle to yourself, be kind to yourself, because that's actually when you're doing a really awesome job, specifically. So you got this. I'll keep it silent too for some time as you do this practice. from my end. Beautiful. Now we're going to be letting go of that gratitude focus. Just let go, breathe normally, eyes closed. And we're going to do a full body scan. It's going to be partially guided and partially on your own. And the reason I encourage a mixture is because that way you can do a bit more on your own later when you are not with me or with whoever. So I just like to give and encourage the training wheels, and that's it. So eyes closed. We're going to imagine like we're observing ourselves from the outside. I love comparing this to the airport security scanner booths. Imagine like you're walking through that and they make you put your hands up like this. Uh, and they scan you like 360. We're kind of going to do that, but to ourselves. And as we do that to ourselves, we're going to Give an equal pace of attention to each part of the body. Equal. Certain parts of the body might have more tension, pain, discomfort, but regardless of those feelings, we're going to give an equal attention and focus to each part of the body. Let's start at the top of the head. Move past your forehead, your eyes, ears, nose, take your time now till you reach your toes. No rush here. We might finish the scan together, or maybe you might finish early, or maybe uh, you won't finish at all. And regardless of the situation, just continue at your own gentle, equal pace of scan. Again, reminder here, if you happen to forget or get lost in thought or distracted, very gently let go of that distraction and then resume the focus back to your breath and back to the specific part of the body scan. Beautiful. Now, regardless of where we are with the scan, we're going to let go of that. And as we let go, we're going to bring the attention towards the breath. Find the spot of rising and falling breathing sensation. This can be your nose, your chest, or your stomach. Just find that spot of rising and falling breathing sensation. And as you do, just focus on that spot. Just take notice of it. And like earlier, and just as always, if you notice yourself get distracted, that is a beautiful thing because you're noticing it. You're conscious of being unconscious. And so you're going to resume the focus. You got this. Okay. Now we're going to let go of that and bring the attention back to the environment around you, back to the sounds that you hear at the distance, any smells that you pick up from the nose, the feeling of your body resting on whatever it's resting on. And slowly bring the attention back to this, and whatever this is. And I want you to, before you open the eyes, keep the eyes closed now, but before you open the eyes, do it very slowly, very slowly, very slowly. And as you're doing it very slowly, actually, before you're doing it very slowly, not while, before, you're going to share something that you're grateful for, followed by something unique, something different, followed by you being grateful for this present moment. So we're going to say that kind of together. First, you do your gratitude of uniqueness. So I am grateful for X. And now we're going to do the gratitude for this present moment. So I'm grateful for this present moment. Thank you. I appreciate you for being here. Thank you. You did an awesome, beautiful job. I'll be here for the next minute or two to answer any questions, comments, concerns. Do not hesitate to share. Always here to help. And for those of y'all that have personal questions, you can reach me on Instagram at Vish Vibes. I just put that in the chat. Feel free. Do not hesitate to ask. Thank you all so much. With that, make a great day. Take this joyfully. Stay conscious and ecstasy.